welcome back to another episode of Built for Legacy. I am your host, Suheyl Hernandez, and today I brought my friend Miller back, and we're gonna do something different. So I love when I do these, right? So I have some resilience cards, and they're talking points. So she's gonna ask me 10 questions, and I'm gonna ask her 10 questions, but we have no idea what these questions are about. And I like to do this because this way, believe it or not, we get to know each other better and you guys get to know more about us. So let's not waste any more time and let's get started. So,
all right.
Well, first of all, how are you doing today?
Well, I am doing good. Thank you for having me again.
I love it.
And I'm really looking forward to do this because I am excited to know more about you.
Yeah. After so many years, I'm
know,
sure
right?
there's still things, right? Like, I'm sure you still have things I don't know, and I'm sure I have things that you don't know. So I'm gonna start.
Dale, go.
All right. So, do you consider yourself ambitious? Why or why not?
Yes.
Okay.
But I am ambitious to a point. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit slow. Okay. So when I set a goal, it takes me time to get going. But once I'm like in the rhythm, I achieve. Yes, I am ambitious. I don't like to stay still in the same place where I'm at. I'm always like to be learning. And I like to get, ahead of in life. So yeah, I would say yes, I am ambitious.
So that's good. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with ambition. I mean, people misinterpret being ambitious. Like, you can be ambitious in such good ways. You can be ambitious and you can help others when you achieve goals, et cetera, et cetera. Like, that's why, 5% of the Built for Legacy book sales goes to children with autism, so on and so forth. And I have lots of ambition, so I do it in a good way. So, well, it's your turn. Let's see.
All right. Have someone important ever betrayed you? What happened?
So yeah, I've had a couple people betray me. Just different things happen, and maybe they're not betrayals. Maybe they just outgrew me, or maybe I outgrew them. And that's okay, because everybody doesn't come to your life to stay there forever. And when you understand that, you accept. And something maybe you don't know about me, since I always portray such a strong personality, I am very sentimental.
I know that, my friend.
And my heart gets broken. So the answer to that is yes, but in life, I've learned how to overcome.
All right.
And I don't hold anything in my heart. So I don't have any resentment against anyone. So I feel peace. Even when I'm betrayed, I feel peace.
That's good, my friend. That's a great approach.
It's the truth. I mean, you got to take it for what it is. All right, so now it's your turn.
Yes.
What's something you always think that has value?
Something that has value. You know what? It could be friendship. There's many things that I value in life, but friendship is one of them. It goes back kind of time, from the last question. We have to understand that not everyone is in your life meant to stay, okay? But those few people that are there, and it doesn't mean that you have to be like every day on the phone or like, in each other's life, on top of each other. But just by knowing that you have that person that whenever you're in need, you can call. And you know that person is going to be there for you. And it could be anyone. It could be your sister, a friend, your mother, your coworker. It can be anybody. As long as that friendship is true, for real, and sincere, I think that I value that. And
that's a nice thing to value.
Yes, I think it's important. We're around people all the time, and it's good to have people that you can fall back on. So I value friendship.
Well, I'm glad. All right, it's my turn.
All right. Do you prefer making decisions alone or with another person?
Alone.
Alone.
Alone, because as you know, I act on impulse, and that's not a good thing, guys. Not always does that work out, but I act on impulse. I don't like to be questioned. When I make decisions, I make them based on gut and the Lord. To me, is the Lord. Like it says up there, trust in God. So when I make decisions, I've made my decision with God, not with another human that can make a mistake. So I like to make them alone.
All right. Good.
Okay. Did you know that one about me?
Yes, I kind of figure. Yes.
You figured out.
I could tell.
All right. So how well do you typically sleep at night?
Oh, I don't sleep well at night. I try.
Okay.
I try to I at night my nightly ritual. I pray, and I sometimes I listen to podcasts and things to feed my mind and my soul. But I have a restless mind. I don't know why, for some reason at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, I just wake up, my eyes wide open, and I try to fix the world at that time. And I get to a point where I say, Maritza, it's not going to happen, go back to sleep. And I don't need people that are close to me, they know that I sleep in the morning. And it's because of that reason. I have my brain is very active at night. And at that moment, I try to fix the world, like I said, and I don't sleep well.
Well, I have a coworker that says that while people sleep, I come up with ideas, and then my ideas drive them crazy. So I completely feel you on that.
Yeah.
So I sleep horrible.
All right. If you had to change one thing about your life, what would it be?
Wow. I'm not sure I have an answer for that, because I have a beautiful family. I have this business, you guys, which are my extended family. I am blessed with my kids. I don't know that I would change anything. I mean, not in this given moment. The only thing that I definitely should work on is thinking more about myself and less about others. So I guess that would be the answer. Think a little bit about myself and doing things for myself. So I just think about whatever I am doing, it's always, I want to do this because I want to do this for this person.
Exactly.
And I think that maybe, even though I have a lot of self-love, I think maybe that's something that I should definitely work on.
Yeah. So sometimes you should, give yourself a little bit of love, Yeah. That should help.
Yes, you know what? I'm gonna take that card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that card and have it with me so I could remind myself of the things I need to change. Yeah, we'll get it now. Okay, so do you have any habits that you want to change or break?
Yes. You know what? But I don't know why we're kind of tuned. Going back to what you just said, I have always put other people before me, okay, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel that I am in a point in my life where myself needs to go first, okay, and by me doing that, okay, I would be able to offer my kids, my family, a better life. I would be able to give my clients a better service. I would be able to be a better person overall by allowing me to be first. I am going right now through a lot of changes, positive changes. Amen. And Lord is my guide, and I know that I have to do that. And the minute that I finally, step up and say, okay, here I am first, let me fix everything that I have to fix, and then my world's going to be better for everyone around me, because I'm going to be in a better position to offer a better version of myself. So,
and like they say, there's a reason why in the airplanes they say put the mask on first and then help others.
Exactly.
But I mean, us humans, givers, don't really think like that. Yeah. But I learned in a podcast that I listened to once that it's okay to give, but it's also okay to receive.
Exactly.
And you have to be okay with receiving. So
yeah.
And that was a good one.
Yes. All right. What's something that drains your energy?
Negative people.
I agree totally.
Negative people. Like I come in here every single day, good morning, and I try. It doesn't matter how bad my morning was or how sad I feel, because I do get sad. And sometimes I feel that I'm not where I want to be. And sometimes, so I'm down, but no matter how down I am, I always come like with a positive attitude towards everybody. So negative people drain me. And I shouldn't allow that, because this is something that I definitely have to work on. But I shouldn't allow people to affect the way that I feel, but I definitely do allow that. So
you know why? Because you care, and that's it's not a problem. It's just you, and you care so much that you should have boundaries.
Yeah, I definitely should, right? I guess that I should. So yeah, definitely negative people. Like that's.
I agree with you.
So, how comfortable do you feel making friends?
Oh, I am an open book. You just can like drop in the middle of the desert and I'll find some friends. I feel that I am a very easygoing person. I can relate to anybody. I'm very approachable. At the beginning, I might not seem that way.
We already discussed on the first time that we recorded together that you were not my favorite person.
And I know that I can come across sometimes like snobby, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, once you know me, and you know what? The thing is that I get nervous and I'm like kind of shy at the beginning. And so I try to like portray myself like this person.
So that people misinterpret you.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I do it out of sometimes. Then again, you would think that I go like, like, oh, Maritza, she doesn't have any issues, making friends. And so, no, it's like at the beginning, I'm very shy. And that's something that you would not think,
No, I never thought that.
And that's how I protect myself. I put on like this persona that is not me, and I might come across like differently, but no, to me, making friends is like the easiest thing ever. I mean, I like to talk a lot too. And you know what? My friends go like, man, you talk through your elbows. Like in Spanish, it's like, habla por los codos. That's me. But I just like enjoy, talking to people. I like that.
So do I. Yeah. And now I'm going to tell you a funny story, and this is why I'm laughing. So when we came back from the Bahamas, we got off the plane, and I just made a comment, and the lady next to me answered me. So I just started talking to the lady, and we just walked the whole thing through half the airport. And Mike's like, could you please stop embarrassing me? Like, you talk to everybody. Like, I need you to stop that. And my son, Mikey, turns around and says, there's one thing I never have to worry about my mom. And I'm like, what? He's like, I could leave you anywhere. You could be stranded anywhere in the world that you got this. And that's why I was laughing, because I was remembering that. So, all right, what's my question, Maritza?
What does happiness mean to you?
Oh, happiness. Happiness to me is when you're fulfilled. To me, happiness is being content. Yes. My family is happiness. Yes. That's definitely it. My kids' well-being, their health, my marriage, my family, my team. That to me is happiness.
Yes.
And happiness can be interpreted also in many ways, but to me, that's...
Yeah. And also having God in our hearts.
Yeah. That makes a big difference.
Yes, He does.
It really does. I see some people that don't, and I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I feel bad for them. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like what we believe in,
exactly.
but you have to believe in something.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, you should. I'm not saying you have to. You should believe in something. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but that helps you get through things in life.
I totally agree.
That really does. So it's my turn.
Yes.
What family tradition do you love?
Oh my God, Thanksgiving. That's my favorite one, and actually it's coming up. I have a rule. Every year I spend Thanksgiving with my mother. It doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing, okay? That weekend, because, you should spend the whole weekend. She actually lives in Arcadia. She owns a farm over there. It's a beautiful place. She has 2.5 acres over there, and she has her animals. She loves her animals. She has cows and rabbits and, all sort of little animals. And that Thanksgiving for me is sacred. Sometimes my brother can join. Sometimes my sister lives in New York, so she's out of town. It's sometimes difficult for her to travel. But for me, Thanksgiving is it. And I don't. The way we celebrate it, okay, we don't put like a fancy feast or like we all get dressed up. No, that day is like very relaxed. Sometimes I'm even in my PJs. It's just the moment and enjoying that time with my mother. And that's what I like. Just that day is my mom's. It doesn't matter, the work could be ending. That's her day, and I have made it a point every single Thanksgiving. I've done it. I've been doing it for like several years now. That is hers. Unfortunately, my dad, he passed away about 8 years ago. He's not with us in this earth, and I miss him a lot. And this is a little bit like going off topic, but at that moment when he passed away, okay, we were not in good terms, and that really broke my heart because I was not, I wasn't able to say goodbye. And I say, listen, it was me, I was not being an adult about it, and this is not going to happen again. So I kind of like mended with my mother, to say, Mom, I'm going to be there for you. And it should be every day, you know what I mean? Yeah. But anyhow, Thanksgiving that's her day. I'm so thankful for having her. And I spend the whole day with her. My kids, obviously. And my kids now, they're big, okay? And sometimes they do spend it with their dad. So when that happens, God bless. But my mother, Thanksgiving is hers. That's my favorite.
That's so nice. That's so nice. And I know it's off topic, but don't feel bad that you couldn't say goodbye. Sometimes we're in good terms with family members, and due to different circumstances in life, we don't get to say goodbye, and that's okay. Yeah. And that's okay. Just have peace.
Yeah. Right now, I'm speaking about it, and I'm not crying, but it took me several years to forgive myself and ask for forgiveness. And I know that one day in heaven I'll meet him again. And when that happens, I'll call him and kiss him, and he knows that I love him. Yeah. And it is what it is.
That's okay. So you want to know something? These podcasts have really helped me overcome the crying. Yeah. They've really helped me, and I know, I still have to get much better. But like when I went to my first podcast, like I couldn't hold myself back from crying. And I guess this has helped me, like talking about it and expressing and saying things. It's really, really helped me. So coming to think about it, this has been a blessing, because now I accept things that have happened in life a lot better. And I've actually done it through here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So ask me my question. Come on.
Your question. How will you rank your self-esteem on a scale from 1 to 10?
My self-esteem? 6, 7.
Why?
Because it's just the way that it is. I'm very hard on myself. I'm very, very, very hard on myself. I work on that.
But listen to me. You are an extraordinary woman. I look up to you. And I am sure that I'm not the only one. Okay, don't feel the way, I know you're hard on yourself, because I am hard on myself, you understand? But you have so much to give, and it should be higher. I'm actually, like it should be higher, you know what I mean? You are an extraordinary woman. Yeah, you do things that are very difficult to do. And then how do you do them,
Everybody always asks me that question. How do you do it? Yeah. And I say I do it by the grace of God. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I really don't. Yeah. I get this from my mom, actually. Yeah. Like my mom, like that lady is just, she's unstoppable, like unstoppable. So. Okay, right. So what was the last inspiring book you read?
Oh my God!
I swear I didn't pick these questions.
Well, it was your book. I'll be honest. Since the minute I started reading that book, I could not stop crying. And I remember, if you remember, when I finished reading that book, okay, I had you send you a message, okay? Mm-hmm. And I told you, do not call me right now because I am crying. That has been one of the latest books that I've read. It was very inspirational. First of all, because I could get a deeper sense of how you became to be about. Okay, your earliest beginnings and everything that you have gone through to build, Phantom Real Estate. And I was honored to discover that you have mentioned me on your book.
How can I not?
Didn't know.
How can I not?
I didn't know. And to me, that was like mind blowing, because I'm like, wow, if her being herself and everything that I admire from you, I just felt humbled that you had used me, as a sample. And it was very inspirational. One day I wish I could write something like that, because
you can. And you know what? We're going to work on that. You and I are going to work on that.
That would be a cool idea, because I think I could do something like that.
Of course you can. I would love for you to do that. One day you can have your own podcast, and I could be your guest. And yes, you know what? We're going to work on that, Maritza.
All right.
We're going to work on that.
Sounds like a plan.
So come on.
Okay. What's something you're proud of yourself for trying?
I'm proud of myself for trying everything that I've done. Everything. But definitely Phantom Real Estate. Yeah. Just taking that leap of faith that I'm happy I did.
Good.
Yeah. So what has been your favorite age so far?
You know what? The age that I'm living now. And you know why? Sometimes you think about like, some people might say, no, I wish to go back in my 20s, early 30s. Not me. I wish I had the experience that I had now back then. But even then, as you go through life, you go through experiences and you meet people, and those are the things that shape you. You understand? And right now, I'm about to be 47 years old. Next month is my birthday. But right now, I feel at a point in my life when I'm making very important decisions. I am taking ownership of my own life, and that's something that I've never done. Unfortunately, life, have taken me here and there, and right now I'm at a point where I'm the pilot. I'm in charge.
I'm glad to hear that.
And that's where I'm at right now, and I'm enjoying this part of my life. I'm enjoying my kids, my family, my everything that is around me. And I'm going through a change where I know, like I was mentioning before, I know there's a better version of me coming. And I'm like the little caterpillar with the butterfly that is about to, like, the wings,
And I can't wait to see you fly.
And I am at that moment right now. So this is the best time of my life right now.
So funny that I said that to somebody yesterday, but all right, what's my question?
All right. Would you rather be able to look into the past or read into the future?
I want to read into the future.
Yes.
I don't care about the past. The past is gone.
Yes.
It's time to get it together with the present and the future. So
Totally agree.
So what mainstream opinion or belief do you disagree with?
That's an interesting question. Right now in today's world, things are like a little bit like all over the place.
Yeah, they're just.
We're going through like very crazy times, things that before you would not even think about. But one thing I would say, rather, not disagree, but I would say rather, we need to look back and look for something that will bring us peace to us. In our sample, we have the love for God. Mm-hmm. And then again, we're saying that you need to believe in something. It doesn't matter if my God, your God could be different, the universe, energy, whatever it is that you believe in. Mm-hmm. But I think that it's time where, as an individual, as a country, we need to go back to those beginnings and get closer to whatever it is that we believe. Right now, the world's crazy. And we need to have, something above us, mm-hmm. To guide us to better times,
Yeah, definitely. That's a must. But so come on, ask me my question.
What was the last dream you remember having?
Oh, I don't dream. I don't remember.
What do you mean?
I swear I don't remember. I don't remember. I hardly ever dream. Well, I hardly sleep, so much less do I dream. So, sorry, I don't have an answer for that question. Okay. So, What change do you really want to make in your life?
There are many changes, and
Just one.
you know what? I need to be more productive, in the sense that I mean I'm working all over the place, and yes, but
We'll go back to coaching.
I need to, yeah, I need to be focused on. There's several aspects of my life, but I need to start focusing one thing at a time, and not try to like tackle everything at once.
Yes.
So yeah,
That's true. That's true.
I need to get better, doing things one thing at a time.
So I believe we're at my last question.
Actually, no, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. This one I already asked. We're
Oh, well, I love this. I had a lot of fun.
Yes.
I would love to have you back, and we could do another one of these,
Yes,
because
yes.
like they're not your typical questions, and since they're not your typical questions, like you really learn them, and it's kind of fun, because maybe you wouldn't ask this question, because then it seems like inappropriate.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
thank you again for coming on.
Thank you for
And
having me.
everyone, thank you for watching another episode of Built for Legacy. Remember to hit like, subscribe, and follow us on social media. Thank you.